I love getting new tools in the mail. It's one of my most favorite things. This is the latest and greatest in the world of anti-static guns. The whole world is talking about this one gun. Is it worthy of the hype? Let's go inside and find out. This comes from us from Luma 3. This is the Ion X Pro. This is the latest and greatest in anti-static technology. We've been using this thing every day for the last month, but I didn't want to make a video on it before today. Why? I wanted to get some real life seat time. I wanted to form some real opinions. Does it work? Does it not work? Should I buy it? Should I not buy it? Do I like it better than my other guns? So today, we're going to show you everything that we know about this gun, and we're going to do a real life paint job and show you how to use it if you already own one. So we got the vehicle in the booth and we're ready to start our refinish process. It's all clean, masked up. This is a very popular Ford color. It's Ford JS, which is iconic metallic silver. We got lucky as heck today. We have a blend on the rear tailgate, and this is, believe it or not, the same paint code, but a different car. And it's a small little spot the bumper and clear everything. So we're gonna get both of these jobs done same time, same booth. Most people think that the reason why we use a static gun is just to eliminate the dirt, and that is the main feature. But riddle me this, Batman. We're spraying a non-solid color today. It is technically a metallic, but there is some pearl in there. If this thing has a full charge, the way that the flake will lay will be different than if there's no charge at all. What does that mean in English? Basically, the color's gonna look prettier if you use an anti-static gun, and the colors are gonna match better. So there's more than one reason to use a static gun. The first generation static guns were super expensive, and if I'm being honest, they work okay at best. That's why I'm super excited about the new Luma gun, is it's way less money and it works better. If you're using cheap towels, they leave a lot of lint. That's why a lot of people went to microfibers. It saves money. But whenever I'm tacking and I'm going back and forth, I'm actually building up static electricity. That's why these plastic parts always get dirtier than, let's say, a steel or aluminum part. Some people blow tack. Right now, we're just gonna tack it and move on to the next step. We're gonna fire one wet coat of sealer just over our repair areas, and we're ready to move on. I personally like tacking my sealer. I personally like tacking every coat of base. Heck, I've seen dudes that tried to tack their clear before. I don't know what's going on with those guys, but if someone can explain it to me, I'd love to hear it. The problem is when I come in here and I start tacking, I'm creating static, and it's just a never-ending battle. So the cool thing is I can still tack this whole area, but I'm gonna work in my static gun too right after the tack, and I always wanna use slow sweeping motions, and I wanna set it up between 30 and 35 PSI. I was never any good in science class, so please don't ask me to explain the physics of how it works. But when I was a kid, we used to rub a balloon on our head and we would stick it to the wall, and I know what static electricity is. Think about your parts, especially your plastic parts, and the dirt and the lint and the hairs that are in your booth are drawn to it like a force field. So by using an anti-static gun, you're gonna cut down that force field of static electricity, and you will get less dirt and debris in your paint jobs. The biggest problem with owning a new tool like this is you'll notice you start developing a problem. Here's some suspension pieces that nobody in their right mind would static. Because I own the gun, because I noticed the difference, now I find myself staticking even parts like this. What will mess some people up is there is an on, off, and like a charge. So you got to make sure you have it in the right setting if you want to use it or if you want to charge it. And to a lot of people, this looks like a ray gun from the future. Essentially what it's doing is there's these two wires inside called probes, and it's putting compressed air through it, and it actually gives it a negatively charged ion over top of your part to kill the static. Normally what I have to do after base is I come in and I pick out 2 or 3 little dirt nubs and sand them out. The cool thing about this job is it's super clean, so I don't have to do any sanding. I'm gonna give it one more tack, hit it with the static gun, and I'm ready for clear. All right, I'm gonna be honest with you right now about a tool like this. This thing is super inexpensive. It lists for just over 650 bucks. It's the cheapest one on the market. It's not that hard to use. It comes with the regulator, the case, the charger, everything that you need. You can use this, it will save you money. It's super inexpensive. And if money's the thing that's keeping you back, if you use our Refinish Media discount code, it'll save you 7%, which is like 50 bucks. Final thoughts on the new Ion X Pro, because we've been using it for over a month now. We have 30 jobs under our belt. I think this works just as good, if not better, than any static gun that I've owned or demoed. And I've demoed and owned a lot of them. So I definitely would recommend buying it. But who needs to buy it? Look, if you're just starting off and you don't have paint guns yet and buffers, I wouldn't recommend spending your money. Put your money in guns and buffers and finish sanders first, and then maybe circle back around and get something like this. But if you're painting in your garage, this will absolutely cut down on dirt and cut down on redos. How about the pros? If you have multiple booths, I'd have multiple of these. If you only had one booth, I'd probably only have one of these. This will help you with color matching and help you with denib and finesse. It will save you money over time. There's even a lot of shops now that are getting paid to use an anti-static device on their estimates so you can actually make money. Hopefully you learned something from this video. We got requested to review this product over and over and over again. If you like our content, make sure you like and subscribe. From David and Gary at Refinish Media, until the next time.